Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the dark and chilling story of Bernard Giles, a name that hides one of the most unsettling mysteries you'll ever hear. Get ready, because this story is full of twists, shocking details, and surprises that will keep you hooked until the very end. So, let's get started. Alright, picture this, a young, friendly-looking guy offers you a ride. He's polite, charming even. You think, what's the harm? But what if I told you that guy isn't just a stranger, he's one of the most cold-blooded serial killers out there? Meet Bernard Giles. His crimes are horrifying, but what's even scarier? He admitted to all of it without a hint of remorse. Stick with me, because this story only gets darker. So, Bernard Giles. If you saw him on the street, you'd think he was a regular guy, young, clean-cut, totally harmless. Born in Florida, early 50s. But inside? This guy had darkness written all over him. And the scariest part? No one had a clue. Bernard was married, with a baby on the way. Yeah, you heard that right, a family man. But while his wife thought he was just going to work, he was out stalking strangers. Imagine thinking you know someone, only to find out they're capable of unthinkable evil. Now, let's get into it. Bernard didn't just wake up one day and decide to kill. Experts say he was harboring these urges for years, fantasies that he couldn't ignore. And when he finally acted on them, it was like opening Pandora's box. There was no going back. It always starts with the first, right? Bernard's first victim was a young woman he picked up while driving around Brevard County. At first, she thought she was safe, just a guy giving her a ride. But moments later, she realized this was no act of kindness. It was a death sentence. Here's what makes Bernard so terrifying. He had a routine. Pick up young women, offer them a ride, and then he'd take them to a remote area where no one could hear their screams. It was methodical, calculated. He knew exactly what he was doing. Bernard didn't rely on brute force, he used a gun. Imagine the fear his victims felt, staring down the barrel, knowing there was no way out. It wasn't just about killing, it was about control, power, dominance. Well, not literally, because tragically, most of them didn't survive. But their families? Their pain echoes through every word they've spoken about their lost loved ones. Each victim was someone's daughter, sister, or friend, real people with real lives. In just a matter of months, Bernard killed at least 5 women. 5. That's one life extinguished every few weeks. And who knows how many more he would have taken if he hadn't been stopped. Here's where it gets chilling. A woman escaped. She managed to jump out of his car and run for her life. Imagine the courage it took to face him and survive. Her testimony was one of the key factors that brought him down. When the truth came out, Brevard County was in disbelief. People couldn't wrap their heads around the fact that Bernard, the family man, was the monster behind these killings. It's the kind of thing that makes you question everyone you know. When Bernard was finally arrested, he didn't even try to deny it. He confessed. Just like that. And not just to one murder, he laid it all out, detail by horrifying detail. It's almost like he wanted the world to know. Even seasoned detectives were shaken by Bernard's confessions. They said he described the murders like he was talking about going to the grocery store, calm, detached, no emotion. Imagine hearing that and not losing sleep. When Bernard went to trial, he pled guilty. No drama, no not guilty plea, just straight to the point. But here's the kicker, he showed zero remorse. No apologies, no tears, nothing. It was like he didn't even care. Bernard was sentenced to life in prison. And you know what he said? He told the court he deserved it. No arguments, no appeals, just an acknowledgement that he'd done terrible things. But was it guilt? Or just more cold calculation? Experts have spent years trying to understand Bernard's mind. Was he born a killer? Or did something in his life push him to this point? The truth? We may never know. But one thing's for sure, he was a predator through and through. Imagine being Bernard's wife. She thought she was married to a loving husband, the father of her child. Instead, she was living with a monster. How do you even begin to process that? For the families of his victims, Bernard's confession didn't bring closure. It brought more questions, more pain. Why did he target their daughters? Why did they have to suffer? These are questions that haunt them to this day. When the story broke, it was all over the news. Bernard Giles became the face of small-town evil, a chilling reminder that monsters don't always look like monsters. Over the years, Bernard has done interviews from prison. And let me tell you, they're bone-chilling. He talks about his crimes with a level of detachment that'll make your skin crawl. It's like he's describing someone else's actions. Even decades later, Bernard has shown no real remorse. He's not sorry for what he did. And that's what makes him so terrifying. He's accepted his fate, but he hasn't changed. Bernard's crimes left a scar on Brevard County. To this day, people remember the fear, the uncertainty, the feeling that no one was safe. It's a legacy no one wanted, but one that won't be forgotten. For some reason, Bernard Giles isn't as well known as other serial killers. Maybe it's because he confessed, or maybe it's because his crimes didn't span years. But make no mistake, his story is just as horrifying. Why did Bernard start killing? Could he have been stopped earlier? And were there more victims we don't know about? These are the questions that keep true crime enthusiasts coming back to his case. Experts say there were warning signs in Bernard's behavior, dark fantasies, and obsession with control. But back then, no one knew what to look for. Today, his case serves as a chilling reminder to take those signs seriously. Bernard's victims never saw it coming. They trusted him, let their guard down, and paid the ultimate price. Their stories are heartbreaking, but they deserve to be told. The woman who escaped Bernard's clutches didn't just save herself, she helped stop a serial killer. Her courage is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, survival is possible. Bernard's case changed the way people think about strangers. It's a cautionary tale about trust, awareness, and the darkness that can hide behind a smile. Some say the media sensationalized Bernard's crimes. Others argue they brought much-needed attention to the case. Either way, his story became a symbol of small-town horror. Decades later, Bernard's crimes still haunt Brevard County. His name is a dark stain on the community, a reminder of the evil that once lurked in its streets. The families of Bernard's victims haven't given up. They continue to honor their loved ones, sharing their stories to ensure they're never forgotten. Bernard's confession was chilling in its simplicity. No excuses, no justifications, just the cold, hard truth. And sometimes, the truth is scarier than any lie. Even now, questions about Bernard Giles remain. Could he have been stopped? Were there more victims? And most importantly, how do we prevent another Bernard Giles? The survivor of Bernard's attack has a message for everyone: trust your instincts, stay aware, and never take safety for granted. Her story is a testament to resilience. So, what do you think? Was Bernard Giles born evil, or was he made that way? His story is a chilling reminder of the darkness that can hide in plain sight. And while his victims are gone, their stories live on. Hey everyone! I hope this video brought something valuable or insightful to you. Here on our channel, we post new videos every single day, always crafted with care to keep you informed and entertained. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button to support us, and share your suggestions in the comments. We love hearing from you and creating the content you ask for. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.